Hello everyone, hi. So after a wait of almost 1.5 months, I think most of the people were waiting for the IRCC draw to drop. So after a wait of almost close to 1.5 months, IRCC did a hat trick of draws in the last 3 days. So first draw dropped on December 6th and 7th, and the next happened on 7th. I was not expecting another draw to happen, but yes, it did happen. So there are now three draws in the last 3 days, and what I see is almost close to 11,500 people being invited. So like very easily, it's I think this is the biggest batch of invitations issued by IRCC in 2023. So for anybody who got into that ITA, congratulations everybody. I hope you get your application through, and I will just do a quick walkthrough of the last three draws. Obviously, I didn't make a video on the last on individual draws, but let's go through all the three draws and what are those. So let's quickly go through that. So this is the draw that happened in the last 3 days. So let me start with the earliest draw of December. So this was the draw on 6th December where the score, CRS score was 561, pretty high, and it was a general type of draw. If you look into the detail of this particular draw, it basically says that, yeah, so it basically says that 561 is the CRS score, and 475 and almost 4,750 people were invited. And for this purpose, the group is called general, and which consists of all eligible foreign nationals. So this is basically a no program specified kind of a draw where invitations to apply can be issued to FSW, CEC, FSTP, or PNP program holders. So if you are in the pool, if you were in the pool on 6th of December, and if your score was almost 560, then you would be invited for this particular draw. Okay, and the invitation period was between 6th and 7th. So anybody who would have qualified in this draw would have received ITA under the by 7th of December. So usually it's a 2-day period in which invitations are issued. If you didn't get invitation, just wait for one more day and you will get an invitation. So that was the draw on December 6th, where 4750 people were invited. The next draw happened yesterday, 7th today. Okay, yeah, today is still 8th here. So yesterday, 273. This was for French language proficiency. This would be basically a draw where the focus would be on the CLB score. So if you look here, the CRS score is 470, and if you look at the details of the instructions, so there is a category that was created, and who could be the member of this category. For you to be in this category, your French language assessment must be less than 2 years. So that's the first part, and not older than 2 years, and then they are assessed at a level 7 or higher. So in all of the language skill areas, so reading, writing, speaking, listening, all the four categories, you should score more than 7 in French. So if that is you, again, congratulations. This was a good draw on the French language proficiency. So I see that French language proficiency was last done in September of 23, where the score was 472, and now the score has fallen by a couple of points. Okay, and general here is 561. I think no program specified last time was 500. So I think it has gone up significantly, but that is what the category is. Next, the latest draw, the draw that just happened today. Let's see that draw, 274. This is the biggest batch uh, of invitations that would be issued. So it's the score of 481. 5,900 people were invited, and this relates to STEM occupations. So what is STEM occupation? So if you look into this category, that that for to be eligible for this category, you should have at least 6 months of work experience in one of the tables, in one of the NOC codes, and and then their work was related to their NOC, and then the work experience is the substantial part of their main duties. So what is more important is that you should have at least 6 months of experience in the last 3 years, which should be full time. Okay. And then what NOC? So if you look into here, there are, let's see, so there are 24 NOC codes that was invited. Now understand this. This is STEM. So science, technology, engineering, and management. So this is not a IT related draw. It's a STEM related draw. So you will see people like architectures, obviously computer system managers are there, architects, landscape architects, urban planners, land surveyors, mathematicians, data scientist, cybersecurity specialist, business systems specialist, information systems specialist, database analyst, computer systems analyst, software engineers, software developers, web designers, web developers, civil engineers, electrical and electronic engineer, computer engineers, industrial and manufacturing engineers, metallurgical and materials engineers, and nature and applied science. So you will see like people from different backgrounds, right? I don't see anything like physicist physicist or chemistry kind of a thing, but yeah, mostly civil engineers, electrical engineers, cybersecurity. Yeah, so it has a lot of engineering options. So if you are working in any one of these NOCs, then you should expect a ITA in the next day or two. So unauthorized, obviously, for the purpose of the section 3, it's not included. So if you have not worked under proper documentation, under proper work permit in Canada, though you cannot include that particular experience. And as I said, it usually take a couple of days to be under which the invitations can be issued. So if you have not yet received your invitations, it's quite possible that you would receive in the next day or two. Okay. In the next day, you should receive something by end of day 9th of December. So again, if you would have received your ITA, you would have got your notifications from your Express Entry profile. So you just open your Express Entry profile and you should see invitations there. First thing that you should do is go and accept that invitation, and in that invitation it will say how much time you have to submit all the documentations. Usually it's 60 days. Earlier it used to be 90 days. So you will have 60 days to collect all your documentations and accept it. One thing is there is a time limit to accept the invitations, right? So make use of that time also. So just start your documentation as soon as possible. If you need to get any documentation, start collecting it as soon as possible, and just maybe use that window of period to accept the invitations also. So for example, if you have 30 days to accept the invitations, so technically you have 30 days to accept invitations, and after you accept invitations you have 60 days to submit documents. So you have a period of 90 days. So use that wisely, that period wisely. So go through your documents. If you got your ITA today, congratulations. Go through all the documentation requirements. I have a video on documentation requirements for ITA. Go through those documents. If you have all the documents, I would say go ahead and accept the invitations. If for any reason there are some documents which are still missing, you can you can start collecting those documents. I think most of the time the problem is with PCC, the police clearance certificate. So get started on that today. I would say if you think that you have a particular, if you got an IT under in the last 3 days, firstly, congratulations, and secondly, start your documentations now. If you have any questions, you can join this particular WhatsApp group here. This particular WhatsApp group, we have a lot of people who are there, and if you have any questions, they can clarify those questions. If you need anything, reach me out on the comments, and until then, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. And again, once again, congratulations to all of you who got invitations in the last 3 rounds. It was a good week for us. Thank you.